Welcome back to Market Headline. The government revealed that realizations of state revenue throughout the first semester of 2021 has increased. The finance minister even said that the tax revenues grew, while that when compared to the same period of last year.
State revenue is confirmed to have increased throughout the first half of this year when compared to the position in 2020. Minister of Finance Sri Mulyani Indrawati said state revenues until the first semester of 2021 grew by 9.1% or had reached 50.9% of the state budget target of 1,743.6 trillion rupiah. State revenue growth is said to be better than last year, which contracted 9.7%.
Nah, pertumbuhan pendapatan negara 9,1% ini dibandingkan tahun lalu yang mengalami kontraksi 9,7%, ini adalah suatu kenaikan yang sangat tinggi dan bagus. Penerimaan pajak sudah mencapai 557,8 triliun atau 45,4% dari target tahun ini 1.229,6 triliun. Ini tumbuh mendekati 5%, 4,9%.
In addition, the finance minister stated that customs revenues during the first semester had reached 122.2 trillion. Meanwhile, non-tax state revenues were recorded at 206.9 trillion rupiah. From Jakarta, Raharjo Patmo, IDX Channel.
6 months have passed in 2021. Various challenges still continue to emerge, especially in the midst of pandemic. Likewise, the state budget that continues to shift from time to time. So, what about the realizations of state budget until the end of the first semester this year? Let's examine it further through these following infographics. First graphic, we can see the state revenue realizations in the first semester of 2021. We can see that the tax collected by the government reaching 557.8 trillion rupiah. From the custom, government got around 122.2 trillion rupiah, while the non-tax revenue reaching about 206.9 trillion rupiah. And for the total, government has collected around 886.9 trillion rupiah of state revenue realizations. Well, according to the data from the Finance Ministry, this is only 50.8% of 2021 target. So it means that we still need to work a lot on this by collecting the tax. And the Finance Minister, Sri Mulyani, stated that the state revenues growth were contributed by the ongoing activities of economic recovery. In the same time, the realizations of the state revenues indicated a stronger government fiscal. All revenue posts recorded brilliant performance in the first quarter of the first semester, one of which was taxes, which reached around 557.8 trillion rupiah, or we can say it is 45.5% of this year's target. From the state revenues, what about the state expenditure? So let's check it out in the next graphic. So just now we talked about state revenue. Now we talk about the state expenditure for the first semester of 2021. We can see the detail in here. As of first half of 2021, it reached 1,170 trillion rupiah for the state expenditure. And we concluded into two parts. First part is the central government spending that reaching 796.3 trillion rupiah, while for the funds transferred to village reaching 373.9 trillion rupiah. However, the number is 1,170 trillion rupiah in total of the first half of 2021. It's up by 9.4% year on year. And in the more detail, the significant increase was contributed by central government spending up to 19.1% from last year. Meanwhile, the non-ministerial and institution spending reached around 346.7 trillion rupiah, went up by 8.9% from last year, and transfers to regions are still experiencing problems, contracting 6.8% compared to last year, which reached around 409 trillion rupiah. And after all, how big is the state budget deficit until the first semester? Let's check the data from the next graphic. From the next graphic, we can see not only the state expenditure, but we talk about deficit. It is recorded from the Finance Ministry that state budget deficit realizations in the first half of 2020 reaching around 257.8 trillion rupiah. It means that it is 1.57% of the GDP, but however, in the first half of 2021, it reached around 283.2 trillion rupiah, and it means it went bigger by 1.72% of the whole GDP. And the S&P rating agency once warned that Indonesia faces a challenge to return the fiscal deficit ratio to 3% by 2023. The agency projects that the fiscal consolidations will proceed gradually, and the fiscal deficit will narrow this year to 5.7% and 4.2% in 2022. S&P hopes that Indonesia's government can maintain its commitment to restore the fiscal discipline through uncertainty due to the pandemic is still very high. Regarding to the pandemic, the government has taken a number of steps to adjust the state budget. So, what are the adjustments? Let's check it out in the next graphic. Through the next graphic, we can see some adjustments that made by the government amid the surging of COVID-19 cases. We can see the budget refocusing is one of the main ideas about this. And the first part is that the health sector budget for COVID-19 handling increased to 193.93 trillion rupiah. While the second part is that the accelerations of distributions of social assistance, which consists of whole family program, basic food cards, and direct cash assistance. And the Minister of Finance assessed that with the increase of the number of COVID-19 cases, which then affected the implementations of the emergency PPKM policy, the state budget needed to increase its support for the programs in the health and social protection sectors, where the selling of the health sector was increased to 193.93 trillion rupiah, as I stated before, as she ensured that the budget was also used for the procurement of 53.9 million doses of vaccines and assistance for the health workers. And viewers, hopefully that Indonesia's fiscal conditions will be well maintained and will be able to become the main weapon of the end of the pandemic. Stay tuned with us because market headlines will be right back after this quick break.